Let me ask you a question. Have you ever considered getting your own .com domain name with your first and your last name? People like Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, Simon Sinek and Oprah, they've built their entire brand around their names. Tony Robbins is a motivational speaker. Gary Vaynerchuk is all about marketing. Simon Sinek is about leadership, communication. And Oprah is about a lot of different things. And they have chosen to use their names as their brand. And the great thing is, you don't have to be famous to use your first and last name as your domain. If I think about your name, it's your identity. It's how people know you, how people remember you, what people search for when they search for you. So why not claim a piece on the internet that's completely yours and has your name on it? You can use your domain name to redirect people to your LinkedIn page or create a portfolio page. You can start with affiliate marketing or create a course website where you can sell your knowledge. I have tutorials about all those different things. If you have your own domain name, you can send emails with info@yourname.com. That looks super professional. Now, one thing to keep in mind, domain names are unique. When someone else registers yourname.com, it's gone. That doesn't mean you need to rush, but it's smart to check the availability rather sooner than later. And I will show you how you can do that in a minute. And the great thing is that you don't have to create a website at once. I will show you in this tutorial how to get your domain name, but also how to get your own email address, info@yourdomainname.com. And then for a year, you have a free domain name and you can start to think about how you would like to use your domain name. And as I said, I have a lot of tutorials on how to create any kind of website. So you can watch those for free on my YouTube channel. So what I want to do now, I want to show you how you can check if your domain name with your first and your last name is still available. In order to do that, we go to webhosting65.com, hit enter, and then click on here to go to Hostinger. What you need to do now, we need to go to services, and then over here at the right, domain name search, right mouse click, open in a new tab. There it goes. And now over here, we can search for the domain name we want. So I search for Ferdy Korpershoek and I already have the domain, so it will show me that it's already taken. If that's also the case with you, with your name, you can also use your second name. So Ferdy David, or I could try Ferdinand David. In some cases, you can also say Ferdy Korpershoek official, or your first and your second name and official. What I would not do is use a dash like Ferdy Korpershoek. That does not look professional. And another option is Ferdy Korpershoek or your name and then .co. Click on search. That one is still available. The only thing is .co is not free. .com is free. So if you found a domain name you want to choose, we're going to follow 3 steps. So first you get your free domain name and we will get web hosting. What is a domain name? A domain name is the address of your website. Web hosting is a special computer that's turned on 24/7 that contains all your files, all your emails, all your images, all the content on your website. So with your free domain name and web hosting, you are visible on the internet. Then we will install WordPress, and WordPress is completely free. It's the best tool to create a website without having to know anything about coding because WordPress is doing all the hard stuff for you. And then we will configure your info@yourdomain email account. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. If your domain is available, you can close this step. Through the years, I've been searching for the best web hosting companies that are also affordable. And then I came across Hostinger. I've already been using their service for 7 years and I love it. And I'm not the only one. If you take a look at the reviews at Trustpilot, you see that other people are also really excited about Hostinger. And if you take a look at Google Trends, you see that Hostinger is taking over the web hosting industry. And why? Because their quality is top-notch and they're really affordable. So I can click over here on Claim Deal, and then you'll see 3 plans and I will make it really easy for you. The premium plan offers 25 GB of SSD storage. That's quite fast, but the business plan offers 50 GB of NVMe storage. NVMe storage is up to 5 times as fast as SSD storage. So I would go with the business plan. Why not the cloud startup plan? Because you can always upgrade later. So when you would have created 30 websites with the business plan, then it would be great to upgrade to the cloud startup plan. But when you're getting started, I highly recommend the business plan. So what does the business plan have? Well, as I said, you can have up to 50 websites. You get 50 GB of NVMe storage. 50 GB is more than enough. You get a free domain. With other web hosting companies that cost money, but here at Hostinger, you get it for free. You get unlimited free SSL, which will make your website secure. You get daily backups, free CDN, which will make your website fast all over the world. What I also really like about Hostinger is that you get free domain privacy. What does it mean? Normally when you register a domain name, all your information, your address, your phone number, your email address will be visible on the internet. And when that information is available on the internet, a lot of people can send you spam emails with, hey, I can make a website for you, I can make a logo for you. You don't want that. With domain privacy, that will be hidden. And with other web hosting companies that cost money, but here with Hostinger, it is free. And to make it even better, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you somehow don't like the service, you can get your money back, no questions asked. So I scroll down and I click on choose plan, and then it says you pay $30.99 per month, but I can give you extra discount. So if you click over here, have a coupon code, you can fill in Ferdy, click on apply, and you get 10% extra discount and you pay $3.59. Hostinger will reward you if you go for a longer period. So the first period you get web hosting, you get extra discount. So if you would go for 4 years, 48 months, you pay $3.59 per month for the next 4 years. The only thing is you have to pay right now. If you want to go for 12 months, click over here, you pay a bit more per month. You pay $4.49 per month. And after your first period, 12 months, 24 months or 48 months, after your first period, you start to pay $13.99 per month. This is still worth every single penny. If I think about how important a website is for your business, $30.99 is still really affordable. And the first period you get extra discount. So, or you go for 12 months and you pay $4.49 per month, or you go for 4 years and you just pay $3.59 per month for the next 4 years. So, do you want to go for 4 years for $172, or do you want to go for 1 year and pay just $53.89? I will go with 12 months. So I scroll down and I click on continue. And then I need to register. I can do that with Google, with GitHub, or with my email address. So I will use my email address. I need to create a password. And then I click on register. We can choose a domain name later. Then we need to fill in our information over here. So I will fill in my first name, my last name. I'm from the Netherlands, and all this information can be filled in later, so I will leave it as it is. If you have a company, you can add your details over here. So I will say what my company is over here. And then I click on continue. Then there's the payment method. And depending on the country where you come from, there are a lot of different payment methods. So I can pay with credit card, PayPal, Google Pay, Apple Pay, Alipay. But if you're from another country, it can be that you also see your local payment provider over here. So I want to pay with credit card, so I'll fill in my details over here. So over here, I click on submit payment. It says your payment's done. Let's go. Set up your servers right away to start using them. So I can click over here if English is not their main language and look at how many languages there are. There's so many more than the last time when I checked. So if you see your language over here, you can select it and then you can continue in your own language. I will continue in English. So for who is this website? This website is for myself or my business. I click on next. Do you want to create or migrate a website? I want to create a website from scratch. So I click on create website. Next. How do you want to build your website? I want to use WordPress. So I click on next. And now I need to create the login details for my WordPress account. So my WordPress admin email is this one. I create a password. Then I click on next. I want to create a blank site. So I click over here. What domain do you want to use for this website? So now we can choose a domain name for our website. And since you get one for free, you can pick your free domain name right now. So I want to go with this domain. And then I can see if it's still available. I want to go for the .com version. So I click over here and then I click on next. Do I buy this for personal use or for my company? For my company. So I click on next step. Then I will fill in the information over here. And then I click on finish registration. So it's registering the domain. And now you need to think about the people you want to reach. Where are they living? If they live in Europe, you can select France or the United Kingdom. If they live in the United States, you can select one of those two. I go for the United States. So I click on next. We go directly to our website. I want to go to Hostinger. So I click over here, go to Hostinger. I close this. And then here at my domain name, I want to go to the dashboard. Now here we are at our Hostinger dashboard. It says boosting time, almost 24 hours left. So what will happen now? Our website will go live. It can go live any moment. In some cases, in most cases, it's live immediately. So what I can do now, I can click over here and then I will see if my website is live already. So I click here, then I will be redirected. And what I see, I'm already live. Look at this. This is my live website, my domain. So if it's not the case for you, just be patient for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And if you click over here, your website should be live within 10 minutes. Since you have your own website up and running, let me show you how you can create a redirection to your LinkedIn page, for instance. So you go to the backend of your website, then you go to plugins, add plugin, then you search for redirection. For me, it's already active, but if it's not, go to redirection and click on install now and then activate it. Then you just walk through the options, click on OK every time. Then you go to tools, and then the lowest one, redirection. And then over here, source URL /, and then if I would go to LinkedIn, and I go to my profile by clicking here, I copy this link, I paste it here, add the redirection. Now when people go to ferdycorp.com, they will be redirected to LinkedIn. That's one of the things you can do. Let me get rid of it. Now, let me show you how to get your own email account and how to configure it with your phone, with your computer, and let everything sync with each other. So when you send an email from your phone, it will also be sent from your computer. So you have access to all your emails on all your devices. In order to create an email account, we go to emails and it says set up free email service. We don't need this one. We just need the free one that is included in our package. So I click on setup. I need to select a domain. Well, it's me ferdy.com. Confirm. Again, I can select the plan. I choose the Hostinger free plan, which is more than enough. I click on select. And I already filled in some details over here. Somehow I want to use info. So I type info and I create a password. So I will create an email account, professional email account, info@itsmeferdy.com. I click on create. Where would you like to use your email account? Well, the first thing I want to do, I want to use webmail. So I click on browser and then I can go to webmail. So here info@itsme, and now the password I just created, and I click on login. I save this. So we just created an email account, info@yourdomain.com or .nl or whatever extension you use. There's a welcome email. So let me make this smaller. I want to test this. So what I will do, I'll click on this icon and I create an email from info@itsmeferdy.com to info@ferdykorpershoek.com. The subject is email from webmail. I can start typing, hey Ferdy, how are you? I can attach a file. So I click here. I grab a random image and I say, cheers, Ferdy. Okay, I can send it. And there it is. Email from info@itsmeferdy. Hey Ferdy, how are you? Cheers. Well, I'm a kind person. I reply, I am fine, thanks. I send it. And there is the email, the reply. So I can send and receive emails. How cool is that? The only thing is when I send an email, it will be received from info@itsme. I want to change it to a name. So how can I do that? Let me make the screen bigger. Over here at the left, I go to settings. I can go to the user interface if I want to and change things over here, but I want to go to identities here. I click on info@itsmeferdy and then I change the display name to Ferdy Korpershoek. I could say from it's me Ferdy, but let's say Ferdy Korpershoek. The company, I can change a lot of things over here. I can have a signature, so I can say kind regards Ferdy Korpershoek. I can fill in my phone number or do something else. I can add an image. Okay, I click on save. So now when I go to compose, it's from Ferdy Korpershoek. So I send it again to info@ferdykorpershoek.com. Since I already have done that, I can fill it in like this. Subject, hey again. And then it says, kind regards, Ferdy. There I am again. I send it. And there it is. Hi again. And now it says, kind regards, Ferdy. And now it says it's from Ferdy Korpershoek. So that's how we can make it look better using webmail. But wait, there is more. In order to configure our email account on a PC or a Mac, we go to emails. I have my email account over here. So I click on manage. Then here at the left, I go to connect apps and devices. With Apple, we can do it automatically, or we can do it manually, both for PC and both for a Mac. Well, I want to do it manually. So how can I do that? I scroll down and I see some host names. I want to use those. It's for the manual configuration. The incoming emails, I want to make use of IMAP. So what I will do, I will copy this imap.hostinger.com by clicking here. Now I go to Mac Mail. On the PC, you can do the same thing. Mail accounts. Then I click on add account and I want to go for add another account. And then I go for a mail account. The name will be It's Me Ferdy. The email address is info@itsmeferdy.com. The password. And then I click on sign in. Okay, what I need to do now. I use IMAP and the incoming mail server is the one I copied. This is this one. The username is the same as the email address. Then I go back to my outgoing mail server, copy it, and I go back over here to the system settings. And then I paste the outgoing mail server. Then I click on sign in. I only want to sync my emails. So I click on email and I don't click on notes. Done. And now when I close this and I go back to Mac Mail and I go to my inbox of It's Me Ferdy, I see those two emails that I also have at my webmail. If I go to send, I see all the emails I have sent. So it's now in sync. So look at this. If I make this smaller again and I go to overview, I scroll down, email accounts, I click over here. So I go to webmail. Here at send, I see one email. I also see it over here at send. Look at this. If I go to my inbox, I see two emails. Over here, my inbox, two emails. Look at this. If I select this email and I mark it as unread, over here, immediately it's unread. So it's in sync with each other. This is super cool. If I mark it, or let's mark it here. So I click on the arrows and I want to flag it as read. Look at this. Now it's read. So everything is in sync with each other. So when I decide on my phone or whatever to answer this email, so I click on reply, thanks, and I send it. Now, if I go to my send emails, it says thanks. This is just what I sent it. So now, when I go to send, I see the same email I just sent. So everything is in sync with each other. This makes your life a lot easier. So when you have read an email on your phone or on any device, so let's go back to the inbox. There's a new email. And I'm like, okay, I answered this one so I can unflag it. Now, using MacMail, it's also unflagged. If I'm like, okay, I still want to do something with it, so let's go to the one from Hostinger. I flag it. Then on my MacMail, it's also flagged. I love it. So let's send an email to info@itsmeferdy.com. Hey there. I send it from It's Me Ferdy and I say, hey there. So I send it. Let's see what's going on over here in my inbox. There it is. It's over here. So if I select it, then over here, it's also read. Hey there. So I can send emails from MacMail. Let's reply. Let's see if I can receive emails. Hey. I send it. And there it is. So now I can send and receive emails using MacMail, and everything is in sync with my email account. So if I go to webmail, it's also there. So now I'm on my iPhone and I want to configure my email account on my iPhone. So I go to settings. With other devices, it works the same way. You go to mail. Then I go to accounts. I click on add account, other, add a mail account. And I can give my name. Then I say, it's me, Ferdy. My email is info@itsmeferdy.com. password, and my description. That can be the same as the name. Then I click on next. Okay, I want to choose IMAP and I say imap.hostinger.com. It's what you can find over here. Let me see. If I go to connect apps and devices over here, imap.hostinger.com and the outgoing server is smtp.hostinger.com. So the username is your email. I copy it. And there's the outgoing server smtp.hostinger.com. Username.com. You have to set it up only once, fortunately. My password one more time. Now I click on next. It's verifying. And this can take a while. This can take a minute, 2 minutes. So we have to be patient. There it is. There's someone at the door. I want to save the password. And I only want to sync my emails. Save. Account added. So now if I go to my emails and I go to It's Me Ferdy, I see all the emails that I also see over here and over here. So let's have some fun over here. Let's see if it's working. Over here, I have my email in my inbox. So I have my inbox, and my inbox. Now, if I flag this, mark as flagged. Look at this. There it's flagged. And on my phone, it's also flagged. Now I click on it on my phone. I reply from my phone. I send it. So it will go to our inbox. So there it is on the Mac. There it is on my phone. And there it is on Macmail from my phone. So everything is in sync with each other. Oh, I love this. So it doesn't matter where you get your emails, on your computer, on your webmail, on your phone. You can reply, you can flag it, you can unflag it. And when you do that, it will be synced everywhere. That's what I love about IMAP webmail through Hostinger. Everything is in sync. So if I reply on the email on my phone, I will also see that I replied on it on my PC and on my webmail. So that keeps things organized. And I love this. So I hope you also like this too. So now everything is up and running. Congratulations. And if you want to learn how to make any kind of website, go to ferdy.com, hit enter, then go to get started over here. And there are a few kind of tutorials you can create. A simple WordPress website. You can create a social media website. You can start selling products on the internet. You can create an online course website. And I also show you how to create the videos for that course. You can make a website with Elementor. And you can get started with affiliate marketing, which is also really cool. Then you promote other people's products. And when people buy them through your unique affiliate link, you make money. So congratulations, you have your own first and your last name, or maybe your first and your second name. And I wish you the best in everything you do. Now you can start to think about what you can do with your domain name, and it can be anything. If you want some inspiration, you could go to YouTube and then you can search for Jim Rohn. I think it's the first teaching over here. If you listen to this 10 times, it will change the way you think. It helps you to get more ideas. Another one is Brian Tracy. And you can read the book Think and Grow Rich. Those 3 resources help me to become more successful and do the things I love to do and spend more time with my family. And meanwhile, make a lot of money with what I do. And I wish you the same. Good luck with everything you do. Thank you for watching this video and feel free to subscribe for more upcoming WordPress related tutorials. God bless you. Bye-bye.